All right, finally going to watch A Moment Among the Stars non-zero-sum game, which is, I think, Aventurine's short animation video. I can't believe I held off for this long. I can't believe my willpower. I have not seen this at all. Mizu made it just in time, okay? All right, here we go.
Your humble servant, Aventurine, at your disposal. Just a cog in the machine known as the Strategic Investment Department.
I like the music.
I can also play the role of friend.
The way he says friend.
Use me as you wish. Even stab me in the back if you see fit.
That's not how friends work.
I don't make deals
Aventurine.
that don't pay off. So I hope you don't disappoint me.
Wow. Very smooth. I expected, I guess maybe because his last video was so much more dynamic, I was expecting a bit more action. But I did like the line and the lines and the delivery. Let's see how he sounds in Korean now. I love 4 languages reaction, so we're gonna do all 4. Administrative lies. Yes, I'm pulling.
난 스타피스 컴퍼니 전략투자부 소속의 불량자산 청산 전문가.
English subs.
어벤츄린이라고 해.
Apologies.
물론 너의 친구일 수도 있고.
You could be a friend.
날 마음껏 이용하다가 적당한 타이밍에 배반해도 좋아.
Oh.
하지만 난 믿지는 고려는 안 해. 그러니 부디 날 실망시키지 않았으면 좋겠네.
Oh my god. So wow, he sounds so attractive in Korean. It's like dangerous, but you would still, yeah, you would still go into business with him because he's very irresistible. He's never had friends ever besides Ratio. I don't think he knows Ratio is his friend. I don't think he knows Topaz is his friend. My god. The music and the Japanese voice somehow fit perfectly together.
僕のことは好きなように利用してもいいし、裏切ったって構わない。でも、僕をがっかりさせないように。
It sounds like what's it called? It sounds like he sounds like a host. But a host and a BL. I don't know how to describe that. Right.
不才杀金，隶属星际和平公司战略投资部，不良资产清算专家之一。
He did not need to flip that. Like, there's no reason. He just sat on it anyway.
你可以随意利用我，也可以在恰当的时机背叛我，但我从不做赔本买卖。也希望你不要让我失望。
Oh, he sounds like Marius to me. The BL host that's about to take your money. Yes. I love how he sounds in all of the languages. That was worth it. Okay, let's take a look at... Okay, we'll watch this one because Beck told me to. We'll watch just English though. Where is it? Ah, here. We'll do all the father stuff after I do Aventurine polls.
Describing the IPC Strategic Investment Department, the first things that come to mind are the composure and the belief that the...
Let's start this part again.
Describing the IPC Strategic Investment Department, the first things that come to mind are their composure and the belief
I
that the cosmos
don't
is in
think
their hands.
that Kamiya
The
Hiroshi
most
voices
dazzling
Phoenix
members
Wright.
of the
I
department
don't think so.
are certainly those handpicked by
I'll
Diamond
double check,
himself,
but I don't remember
the 10
that.
Stone Hearts. With careful planning and precise calculations, they hunt down the debts owed to the IPC. But there is one Stoneheart who stands out, who does not believe in meticulous calculations. He trusts only the chips in his hand and has the guts to risk it all. He is the rising star of the Strategic Investment Department, Aventurine!
Commercial time. Indeed.
For today's episode of Keeping Up with Star Rail, Mr. Aventurine's good friend, the Intelligentsia Guild's brilliant Dr. Veritas Ratio!
I wouldn't say we're friends, but he is not awful to work with, compared to the rest of the fools.
Not awful means outstanding in Dr. Ratio's dictionary.
It's a C at best.
Oh,
A C
then let's
is
see
pretty
what our
good,
C student
considering that he gives
Aventurine
everyone
is
Fs,
capable
right?
of. Aventurine is an imaginary character following the path of preservation. As the non-performing asset liquidation specialist of the Strategic Investment Department, his gorgeous appearance alone has debtors fleeing for their lives.
Oh, he's
I
canonically
keep
gorgeous.
telling him the flashy outfits are just making his job harder.
But that's all right, because
Oh
Aventurine
my god,
never
why?
lets the enemy get away.
Why does he have that?
Aventurine's basic attack can deal imaginary damage to a single enemy based on his defense.
Running away is probably wiser than foolishly putting up a fight.
Exactly. Faced with foolish enemies, Aventurine unleashes the power of the Amber Lord. Aventurine's skill provides allies with a fortified wager shield for a set number of turns. The shield is stackable up to a limit. It's worth noting, effect res will increase on an ally with fortified wager, and when the ally is attacked, Aventurine accumulates stacks of blind bet. When Aventurine has fortified wager, he can resist crowd control debuffs. However, this effect does have a cooldown. Upon reaching a certain number of blind bet stacks, Aventurine consumes the stacks to launch a follow-up attack that deals minor imaginary damage to a random enemy, bouncing a certain number of times.
This combat strategy is completely illogical.
It does not make sense.
Well, there's no point
But
in
it's okay.
teaching a gambler logic.
Ah, well, when Aventurine uses his ultimate, he randomly gains a certain number of blind bet stacks and inflicts a nerve on a single enemy lasting for a fixed number of turns. He also deals imaginary damage to the enemy based on his defense. When an ally attacks an unnerved enemy, the crit damage dealt will increase. Just seeing blind bet in action sends me into a cold sweat.
He has a motto. Temptation is a virtue, but hesitation is fatal for gamblers.
Aventurine's technique
Why is
thoroughly
temptation
lives
is a
up to
virtue? What
this
does that
motto.
mean?
After Aventurine uses his technique, he will gain one of 3 defense boost effects, the degree of which is different for each effect.
A
At the
spell
start of the
slot,
next
just the
battle,
magic
this
of
effect
Fedora.
increases the defense of all allies for a certain
Oh
number
no,
of turns.
my brain stopped
It's worth
working. I have
noting,
no idea
when
what's
the
happening
technique
now.
is used again, only the effect with the
I
highest
can't
defense
understand.
boost is retained.
Having skin in the game is a foolish choice. But he always comes out unscathed, so he never learns his lesson.
Next, to give us a better understanding of his philosophy, Mr. Aventurine
He's
has
worried about
specially
him.
provided us with a rare video. Let's take a look at these flashy moves in actual combat.
He actually provided this material himself. What a show-off.
After unlocking a certain trace, Aventurine provides a fortified wager shield to the entire team at the start of the battle. This shield effect is based on his skill and lasts for a fixed number of turns. And don't forget, allies with the shield effect will accumulate blind bet stacks for Aventurine when they are attacked.
Okay.
Aventurine only believes in striking first. I fear his frontal lobe will never learn to wait and counterattack.
Not to be
That's
outdone,
funny.
the enemy immediately strikes at the team.
Foolish. Attacking at this time will only make Aventurine's victory even sweeter.
As expected, the enemy's endless stream of attacks do not break the shield. And because of Aventurine's trace, March 7th, who has fortified wager, counters while accumulating blind bet stacks for Aventurine. Due to the enemy's non-stop attacks, the stacks quickly reach the number required
like
to
it's
trigger
a completely
follow-up
F2P
attack.
team.
And because of another trace's effect, Aventurine's defense increases his crit rate, and follow-up attacks more easily trigger crit hits. Due to this trace, when the follow-up attack to blind bet is triggered, it replenishes the shield effect for all allies.
Your partners at the table are also part of the game. Those who understand this have already surpassed ordinary gamblers.
The enemy continues to attack, but it's only increasing the number of blind bet stacks. Aventurine casts his skill, replenishing his shield again. He casts his ultimate, stacking up enough blind bets to trigger the follow-up attack again. The enemy is utterly destroyed without dealing any damage to the team.
Aventurine's
That is very
opponents think
impressive.
they're players at the table, but in reality, they're just chips in Aventurine's game.
Dr. Ratio may have a sharp tongue, but it seems there's some mutual respect.
Wait a moment. Mutual? What did he say about me?
I like that
Aventurine
he's.
personally asked for Dr. Ratio to be our guest
I like that
today.
he
said,
is acknowledging that he respects
only Dr.
Aventurine. What he's
Ratio can
asking
succinctly
here is,
explain my
does
combat
Aventurine
style.
respect him?
Nonsense!
Oh.
He's a system of chaos devoid of logic. Unintelligible. That gambler can't possibly think my mathematics are suited to this pinball, can he?
He also said,
He is
Dr.
slightly
Ratio will
flustered
vigorously
here.
deny this, but if he didn't fully understand my abilities, why would he accept the invitation to come on the show?
You sense that Ratio
That's
flushed a
not-
bit. Yes.
I approve of this show's dedication.
Very,
The truth
very
and
flustered here.
knowledge. Nothing more.
I really can't tell what the deal is between you two.
Oh, I can. The deal is BL. The deal is gay, Albert. I think you know it too. All right. That was worth watching. So now it's time for polls.